Greetings everyone, this is Connor from DagoraTV, and this is just really a quick update video of really what's going to be happening with the channel really briefly, because I'm back now. I'm back in better than ever. My exams are finished. I've done all of them. They went really well. You know, a lot of you people kind of sent out your support in the comments on Twitter and everything, and I appreciate it. All done, all gone well. Finito. Finished. Thank the Lord. And I just want to kind of go through a few announcements of basically what I'm going to be doing with the channel. This is really for the people that wasn't able to sit through that channel update video I did, the 2K subs one that I did, because mainly, well, my microphone was terrible and I don't blame you at all for not being able to sit through it. So I'm just going to be making some few announcements of what's going to be happening with me, the channel, where it's going, yada yada yada. So now I'm back, and another mammoth event has happened, and in conjunction with this, and it's that I have bought a brand new PC, and this is the first time I've ever had really a PC that can run games at a stable level. I mean, I could run Skyrim on my laptop, and that's pretty much as far as it goes, to be honest with you. You know, the 2011 and before, you know, even Skyrim, it couldn't even run at 30 frames per second, but hey, you know, we've moved past that now. We've moved past, you know, them times. We've got a brand new high-end gaming PC. Is a GTX 980 Ti gaming PC with a Intel i5 4600K processor, and it's going to be amazing. It's going to be fucking incredible, and you know, the stuff that I'm going to be doing on this new PC is going to be great. I'm looking forward to playing the Elder Scrolls series on it, see how Skyrim can be played above 30 frames per second, which I haven't experienced, which is kind of crazy to kind of say on this, but I'm really looking forward to doing that, really looking forward to playing it, and you can bet your ass that there will be a brand new setup video on the channel when it's all built, because I've bought all the pieces. My friend George, he's going to be the one that's building it, the one constructing it all, and I'm just going to be sat there on the side just watching, going, yep, do that, yep, you're doing well, yep, that's that thing, yep, that's the ramp, cool, yep, and yep, there's going to be a setup video where I kind of go through everything, the whole setup that I'm going to be having back when I'm back home, because I finished uni for the summer, and you know, content is going to be flying out left, right, and centre, everything. So with the new PC coming, I obviously want to be playing a lot more video games, and really with the PC being there, I'm now going to be able to stream a lot more, because with the console, because I originally had a PlayStation 4 and I have an Xbox One, you know, the streaming capabilities there aren't great. On the PS4, you know, it's possible, you can stream on it, but it's not a good system. If you're going to really want to stream on a console, you want an Elgato. You want to get it on the, you know, on the computer, on your laptop or your computer, and then stream it out to Twitch from there on. You don't really want to be using, you know, the share button on the PlayStation 4. It just doesn't give a good enough quality. So I'm going to be Twitch streaming from now on. I'm going to be doing a lot of Twitch streaming. There's going to be some, mostly of me on my own, but there's going to be others where George, co-presenter of the GNM podcast, is going to feature on a few of them, and yeah, we're going to be doing that sometimes. There's a new Twitch link in the description. The one of my old videos is wrong. The one of my old videos was the DagoraTV plays Twitch, which I think I did one stream in about a year, but that's because, you know, the PC couldn't handle it. This poor laptop couldn't handle it as well. I played the Game of Thrones Telltale game, I think, on stream, and it just, God, even on that, it was poor. But on this brand new beast of a machine, we can play anything. Anything in our power, we can play. So yeah, if you want to check me out on that, go ahead and do so. You know, go ahead and follow already. I think we've already got a few followers on the DagoraTV Twitch channel. That's the address, by the way, the twitch.tv/DagoraTV. The link is in the description. And yeah, make sure you follow, and I'll definitely be doing a lot of streams, a lot of different games. I don't know what I'm going to be doing first. I'm going to be thinking about it, but yeah, it's going to be a thought to really what to play, because, you know, I want to play The Witcher again, because I haven't played the 2 expansions, and it's one of my favourite games. I played through the base game 4 times, and I've waited for Blood and Wine to come out, and then I traded consoles, and I want to play on PC now. So yeah, I'm going to be playing through Witcher 3 again, and there's going to be loads of other games, but we will talk about a lot more about that on actual Twitch streams. And if you have any actual games that you want me to play, suggest them. Go ahead in them comments and say some games, and I'll tell you if I've played them, if I've not played them, if I don't want to play them, yada yada yada. Another thing that I've opened up, that I've set up actually today, the day of recording, is I created a Facebook page. And this is really to kind of branch out my social media wave, my social media circles, kind of expanding it, because before it was really YouTube, iTunes, Twitter. That's pretty much it. So that's changed now. You can go see me on Facebook. It's a Facebook page that took me about 5 minutes to make. So yeah, it's just facebook.com/DagoraTV. And it's just basically going to be, adding the feed, putting videos on there, pictures on there. Just basically, as a social media interaction. You know how these things go. So give the page a like if you want to, and, suggest to your friends about me. I'm expanding the DagoraTV circle, I'm planning a big summer ahead for the channel. So go ahead and check that out. Another thing that I wanted to bring up is that I've really redeveloped the whole Patreon page, because before I had a Patreon page and it was dreadful. There was barely any effort in it at all, and I've gone into it, I've created it, I've changed it all, I've made it look all nice, I've changed the rewards and everything, the about page, about me and everything, all to do with that nature. And the reason why I'm doing this is really to kind of, I want to improve, to be able to offer the support that I'm being able to get onto my channel, because, ad revenue is all well and good, but for someone at this level, is not a lot of money to get a lot of ad revenue. And I'm not, saying there, I'm not shouting for money, it's completely up to you if you want to donate or not, and I will appreciate you until God's end if you do actually donate. I really appreciate you. If you don't donate and you're subscribed and you're watching every video, that's more than good enough for me. The fact that you're actually subscribed and watching a video is the main thing, and liking them and all that good stuff and commenting, that's the main thing. That's what I really want most. And really, this is just an added extra if you really want to support the channel, just to give me a bit more financial aid. That would be fantastic. And there's some rewards there. Some of them are, the new podcasts that are coming onto the channel. You can get them a couple of days earlier if you pledge, $2, which is the price of a cup of coffee. $2, come on, $2 a month, that is. And then you get the podcast a couple of days early. $5 it is to get the law videos a couple of days early, and that's how it's going to be from there on out. And it's just going to be there. I'm going to start saying it on the end of a few of my videos, but the content on this channel is not going to change. This is the main place. I'm not going to be releasing Patreon exclusive content anytime soon. I'm not going to be making the law series, for instance, Patreon exclusive. I'm not going to be making the podcast Patreon exclusive. No, it's just going to be a little added benefits, just because you're helping me, and that would be really. It really does mean a lot if you go over there and actually pledge some money, because that'll be unbelievable if you're able to do that. Okay, so let's actually talk about the actual content on the channel. So there's all the different things that I've kind of branched out with. I'm very looking forward to doing the Twitch streams, and they're going to be absolutely fantastic. First thing I want to talk about, the lore series, Lord of the Rings. Asked a lot about this in the time that I've been gone. When's it coming back? How come you stopped making them? And I did say this in the channel update, but I couldn't stand you didn't watch it. It's cool, I understand. And the reason that I took a break was because I took a break for the Game of Thrones lore series. Game of Thrones lore series didn't do well. I stopped because exams were getting crazy and I wasn't getting the views, so I cancelled that show. And the Lord of the Rings lore series is going to be returning. I'm going to start working on it tomorrow, and then start writing the scripts, start making some videos, and then I'm just going to be able to pump them out weekly like I did before. And hopefully they will have an improved style of editing, make it look better, make it sound better. And it's definitely going to be, a brand new kind of content that's going to be on the channel, and it's going to be better than before, and I'm really looking forward to bringing that back. Another lore series, which has been demanded to the ends by a lot of people on comments, and especially on the Elder Scrolls subreddit, is to have a go at a Elder Scrolls lore series, because I talk about lore accidentally, I'm going to say, in a lot of the Elder Scrolls videos. So I'm going to be bringing that to fruition. It's going to be a brand new show, and that's going to be on the channel. Again, it's going to be a weekly setup. It's probably I haven't decided whether it's going to alternate, the Lord of the Rings lore series and the Elder Scrolls one week in, week out, one lore video a week, because, in the summer I will be having a job, so, it's not all free time to YouTube, so I'm going to have to try and alternate between that, and then, We'll see, how we kind of go forward with it. But I'm definitely looking forward to doing the Elder Scrolls lore series and seeing kind of what reception it has, because, I love the lore with the Elder Scrolls. I know a lot of you people do, and I know a lot of you people are kind of looking forward to learning more about basic concepts and more advanced concepts in the lore, and it's going to be great. It's going to be great to explore that stuff. Okay, the next two things I want to talk about is the actual podcast, which I touched upon in the Patreon discussion that I just had a minute ago, and basically, the two podcasts that is going to be featuring on the YouTube channel is going to be on Saturdays is going to be the GNM podcast, and in the week, I don't know what day yet, in the week, there's going to be an Elder Scrolls Weekly podcast, and these are going to be starting soon. So the GNM podcast is going to feature me, It's going to feature the 2 previous hosts before it was removed by Podomatic. I'm not going to get into all that again. George and Nathan. I talked about George on the Twitch streams, and Nathan is going to be joining us as well, so it's going to be 3 of us, and we're going to be starting that when Nathan gets back from India. He's coming back, I believe it's the 2nd of June. I'm not banking on that day, but I believe it's the 2nd of June, and once he gets back, we're going to be bringing it right back up to like it was before, start from episode 1 again, and try and improve the podcast on what it was last time. And, because we had a good show before, and we had quite a bit of support, but I want to get it better and better and better. And it's going to be on the same places as before, Stitcher, iTunes, and places like that. But also, it's going to be on the YouTube channel as well at the weekends, which I'm looking forward to bringing to you guys, because at first, you guys wasn't really interested in the long-form content, but after the Game of Thrones podcast has kind of been getting towards 100 views, which isn't, as much as, say, the 7-minute Elder Scrolls videos, nowhere near as much, but, the views that I'm getting on the Game of Thrones podcast is actually doing, is really a hell of a lot better than I was expecting. I'm really happy with how that's done, and, yeah, I'm going to be doing that with the GNM podcast, and it's going to be on there where we talk about games and nerdy films and things like that and take your questions. It's going to be great. It's going to be really a hell of a lot of fun. And the other thing that I wanted to say about this was the Patreon. It's going to be, they get it 2 days early if they pledge the $2 a month, which is going to be, really good support from them. But that's it at the minute, with the GNM podcast. Definitely look forward to getting that underway once Nathan gets back, because he's doing volunteer work in India. He gets back. It's going straight back into the work of it, getting a weekly podcast out every single week, and yeah, we'll see how, we got to like episode 30 before, and we're starting again, kickstarting, and going from there on, from episode 1. It's going to be great to get you guys to actually watch it. Okay, the other podcast that I mentioned was the Elder Scrolls Weekly, which you've heard me mention a couple of times on the channel, and the Elder Scrolls Weekly is going to be weekly podcast, 45 minutes long, or 45 minutes to an hour. It's not really decided on the time frame, and it's going to be me and Nathan, the guy in India that I just said. Because we're big Elder Scrolls fans, and seeing how well the Elder Scrolls coverage is done on my channel, I'm going to get together every week and talk about Elder Scrolls, talk about the news that week, talk about the speculation that week in detail, because really my videos kind of touch upon it. Let's say, for instance, one week there's a rumour that, say, the Elder Scrolls 6 is going to be set in Hammerfell, and then I will talk about my views, I'll talk about his, back and forth, basically what you want from a conversation about the whole topic. And, who's going to be talking about rumours. If there's nothing, we're going to talk about our game experience, we're going to bring up a topic, we're going to take fan questions and things like that. And that's another thing that is, 2 days early with the Patreon, $2 a month pledge as well, and it's something that I'm very, very much excited to do. It's going to be coming out on the channel someday in the week. I'm not sure which day yet, probably Wednesday. I'm not sure about that, that's not confirmed, and we're going to be starting that once Game of Thrones is finished. So once the Game of Thrones Season 6 is done, we're halfway through the season right now, so it's going to be beginning of July. Me and Nathan are going to start that, and we're going to be doing that every single week from there on out. I can see that lasting for a very long time, and I hope you join us for that. I hope you take part in the discussion as well, actually, send a few questions in that, and that's going to be a YouTube podcast exclusive. So that's going to be sticking to the YouTube channel. It's not going to be on iTunes. It's not going to be going on Stitcher. And the reason for that being is because there's going to be some swanky gameplay in there and things like that. And it's going to have a nice border. It's going to be really a webcast. It's going to be sticking to the channel because it really suits that channel brand as well, of the Elder Scrolls series. So it's going to be fitting that, and that's why it's going to be really staying there and, kind of bring that image a lot further. And the final thing that I wanted to talk about, and this is something that I used to do. I did like 5 or 6 videos on this series. It's called the Let's Talk About series. And the Let's Talk About series is really a kind of where I informally review games. Like I play the game for like 15-20 minutes on screen, talk about what I liked, disliked, some of the features, show some stuff off so you can kind of get a judge for yourself what it's like. But then at the same time, after that's done, I will get 3 reviews from the game that I'm playing. So let's say, what game would it be this week? It would probably be Doom, because Doom has just come out, and I'll play Doom, I'd show you some things of Doom, and show what I liked and disliked, I'd get some reviews up, and, some different opinions from the reviews to kind of do a little bit of a review roundup, talk about that, give my impressions on that. So to kind of bring reviews and review roundups into one thing, I thought it was a cool idea. I'm definitely going to be doing this because the amount of games I'm going to be playing is going to be going through the roof with this new PC, this GTX 980 Ti, and I'm going to be, playing, a lot more, and I want to kind of talk about games a lot more. This is something that's going to be kind of like a secondary, not even secondary, it's going to be like a third place series on the channel behind the lore series and the Elder Scrolls content, because that's really what's important. That's really what I'm going to be focusing on. This is going to be something that I do every so often. It's not going to be something that's weekly. It's going to be something that's like every month or so, and maybe even like every fortnight or something like that. It's not going to be a set schedule. It's going to be, say, like what's coming out this year. Let me think of a game. Mafia 3 is coming out this year that I'm very excited for. Play the game, I'll do the Let's Talk About, and then I'll play it. It's something that I kind of want to improve on, to kind of improve the general gaming content that's kind of coming onto the channel. Because, I've been able to play more games, I'm going to be streaming more games, there's going to be a lot more games in and around the channel, but the hub of the channel is the Elder Scrolls series, and really that's why I think a lot of you just subscribed, and that's definitely not going to be changing any time soon. If anything, it's going to be increasing, so keep a lookout for that. And the last thing that I wanted to bring up is that we have got E3 coming up in only a few short weeks' time. 3 or 4 weeks, I think it is. I think it's the 14th of June. Not long away, and I'm already starting to plan my content. And I don't know whether you guys want me to do kind of like Twitch reaction streams, because, oh yeah, that's another thing, I'll be showing my face on stream. So if you've ever wanted to see my smouldering good looks, ever wondered how good looking Connor from DagoraTV is, you can take a look at Twitch and you can see for yourself. But if you wanted to actually see me, do reaction streams, make sure you comment about that, because I will do them if people actually really want to see that. If people don't want to see that and people don't really care, I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff on the channel. There's going to be so many videos coming out that week of news updates, talking about what's happened with games and stuff, like 3-4 minute videos where I talk about some of the announcements. Let's say, I don't know, Bethesda show off, which is probably going to happen, some brand new Dishonored gameplay, and I'll kind of like dissect it, say my impressions, yada, 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 things like that. And, even things from, say, like, the Square Enix press conference, or, Ubisoft and things like that. I'll be talking about also the stuff at the Jeff Keighley stage show and things like that. All the things that are going on at E3 is going to be shown on my channel. It's going to be an E3 dedicated probably week and a half on the channel to just kind of get everything out and stuff like that. And that's going to be a hectic week and a half, and my God, it's going to be crazy. And then at the end of June, I'm actually going away for a week. I'm going to New York City for the first time on a family holiday, and yeah, in that week we'll have content planned to kind of go up, so you're not going to be missing out on anything that week, but there will be no Twitch streams that week. So get excited, my friends. Get excited, my fellow Dagorans, to join me on these Twitch streams, because I cannot wait to play this GTX 980 Ti gaming PC and really get out there and play a bunch of games with you all watching. It's going to be phenomenal. And these streams are going to be starting, well, I get back, the PC's getting built on the 26th of that Thursday, and there's probably not going to be any that weekend, because I just kind of want to bed myself in, get you kind of used to the goings and goings of the computer, get all my information on there, maybe play the old game, see what it's kind of like, get a feeling for myself, and probably start them next week. The first week of June is probably when I'm going to be starting the Twitch streams, and they're going to be becoming more and more regular. And probably, in some places, we're going to set a schedule. We'll try and set a schedule. God, I stuttered there. But yeah, and then, try and get them as regular as we can. So thanks a lot for watching me ramble for nearly 20 minutes again. And, I tried to cut this down as much as I can. I had a good start, but I kind of went off and on. But thanks a lot for checking this out and, watching and listening to what I've got to say. And yeah, back to normal for the channel. It's really going to be kicking on from here. It's hopefully a very positive summer ahead. So click that like button and check out all the stuff that I talked about in this video, and please subscribe. Thanks a lot. Goodbye.